When talking about visual language and identity in graphic design, it's impossible not to mention Paula Scher. She's one of the most influential designers of our time, known for her fearless use of typography and her ability to turn words into artwork. What draws me the most to her work is how it captures energy. There's movement, rhythm, and attitude in everything she creates, with her designs feeling loud, expressive, and alive. She doesn't design to please others, but to communicate emotion. Paula Scher was born in Washington, D.C. in 1948, and studied at the Tyler School of Art in Philadelphia, graduating in 1970. After college, she moved to New York and began designing album covers for CBS Records and Atlantic Records. However, an important thing to note is that Scher didn't start out designing the way she's known for today. In fact, her early career was shaped by print. While most designers stuck to a clean structure, Scher experimented. She made covers for artists like Boston and Leonard Bernstein that were expressive and fun, using type in all kinds of unexpected ways. Through music is where her bold style began. Over time, Scher developed her own aesthetic, a full-of-life, layered, handmade look. She once said, "Typography is painting with words," and that line really captures her philosophy. Her style pulls from other movements like constructivism, where type isn't just information but also an art form. She uses overlapping type and strong contrast to build tension and energy, almost giving a spontaneous result, even though it was very intentional. Within Scher's works, there's always a sense that everything is moving but still balanced, like controlled chaos. Scher's process is just as interesting as her end results. In Scher's early career, she worked mainly by hand, cutting, pasting type and sketching by pencil. Doing this gave her work a raw human feel that still stands out today. She uses scale and repetition to control how the viewer looks at the piece and feels when looking at it. Scher has said before that design should communicate an emotion before the viewer even knows what it's saying. By having this mentality, it has shaped her entire career. One of Scher's most iconic projects is creating the identity for the Public Theater in New York City. She took it on in 1994 and completely reinvented what theater design looked like. Before Scher, most theater posters felt traditional and serious. Instead, she decided to use bold, overlapping type inspired by street posters and graffiti, making letters demand attention. Her designs for shows used strong contrast, loud color that could adapt to different performances. This type of design then became easily recognizable and helped redefine the identity of the theater and even modern graphic design. Scher's creativity doesn't stop at posters or logos. She also creates massive typographic maps that merge art and design. Each map is covered with hand-drawn names of cities, borders, and political details that fill every inch of space. They look chaotic and full of energy at first, but when you take a step closer and really look, they reveal so much structure and balance. In 1991, Paula Scher became a partner at Pentagram, which was one of the most respected design firms in the world. She's worked with clients like Citibank, Tiffany & Company, Shake Shack, Microsoft. Her Citibank logo is one of her great examples of her fast-thinking creativity. She actually is pretty well known for famously sketching the idea on a napkin in about 5 minutes. She created a design that symbolized the merger of Citicorp and Travelers by making a simple red curve of an umbrella. Her ability to think fast shows one of her many qualities that comes from experience and instinct. Paula Scher's impact on design is huge. She's shown that typography isn't just about clarity, but it's also about personality and emotion. She is constantly encouraging creativity without fear. Her work changed the way designers approach branding, making it more expressive and story-driven. She once said, "You can't be cautious and creative at the same time." This quote sums up her attitude perfectly, showing that it's okay to be unapologetically bold. Her designs will continue to influence how we think about visual communication for generations to come. Paula Scher isn't just known for her design work, she has also shaped the culture and future of the field through her influence as a teacher, mentor, and speaker. She has taught for many years at the School of Visual Arts in New York, where she encourages students to work with confidence and intuition rather than hesitation. In her AIGA talk, she explains that creativity doesn't come from waiting for the perfect idea, but from making and remaking, trying and failing, and being willing to push through imperfections. She compares the practice of design to practicing music. Repetition builds understanding, and understanding leads to style. The more you do, the more naturally ideas form. Scher's approach emphasizes that work should communicate emotion first. The viewer should feel something before they even fully process the message. This belief is what drives her to use typography expressively, letting words act like images that convey rhythm, tone, and attitude. Even when her work looks spontaneous, it's built on years of refined instinct, sketching, and experimenting. Her influence has encouraged a generation of designers to embrace boldness, personality, and even imperfection as legitimate and powerful parts of visual communication. Instead of treating design as something strict and controlled, she treats it as something alive, something that grows and evolves through risk and intuition. Scher's work shows how powerful design can be when it combines logic with emotion. She's proven that typography can communicate personality, energy, and even chaos while still being purposeful and smart. Scher's career shows that creativity thrives on experimentation and persistence. Her approach to design, being so bold, intuitive, and unafraid to take risks, has shaped modern culture. As she once said, "It's through mistakes that you actually can grow. You had to get bad in order to get good." That belief in the power of trial and error has supported her success for more than 4 decades and continues to inspire designers around the world.